Good morning. Welcome to another DocuSign demo. Today's demo, we're actually going to do one of the more complex type of things. We're going to actually have a business scenario where we have an expense report that we needed to be completed. So we're going to send the expense report to a consultant that we have. We're going to use our Peter Scorpentino person. We're going to actually have them fill out the expense report. We're going to route it to an external person that's managing the project, and they're basically going to sign off on it, and then it's going to go to human resources for processing. So here we go. Like all things, we start in the DocuSign homepage with New and Send a Document. This is another perfect example where a template would be used, because a template would have all of the fields already completed, all the formulas, all the calculated fields in the actual product. So I'm going to go to Template, and I'm going to use the OCCMHA mileage reimbursement template and add that selected. By choosing that again, not only do I get the form with the calculated fields in the actual product, had this been a real product and not a demo version, but I also get the pre-populated routing logic. So, in this case, it takes two signatures to make this happen. So the employee who would sign first, and then the direct supervisor of said employee would sign second, and then when that's completed, it goes to HR. So the business rule is already preset. So we're going to sit there and let's use our Peter Scorpentino, because we're going to say that he's doing this work for us, and his direct supervisor, I'm going to pick somebody outside. Okay, I've got that completed, and then we're all set to go. Let's do next. And this is a form that's going to be sent to them. So this is the standard CMH mileage reimbursement form, and the yellow fields would be the fields that they're required to fill out. Had this been an actual form and an actual production product, all of the calculated fields would function and all of the fields would be, required to be completed. I just did a sample. But one of the other things that's going to be a nice feature is the ability to upload supporting documentation or proofs. So in this case, when Peter Scorpentino gets this, you'll see he'll actually have to upload a proof of mileage. Send it off. Here we go. And the document has went out. So again, we're changing hats here. And here's Peter Scorpentino. So Peter Scorpentino is going to open this expense report and complete it. All right. So we're putting a date. So we're saying that Peter Scorpentino on 5/10 went from his home location to the Lansing Capitol. And using our standard form, it was 91 miles, and his commute miles are 8. Now, because I'm using a demo version, I don't have all the features available to me, so it's not doing the form calculations, but in the production version, it would actually do all the paid miles, and then it would complete this form so that the next person signing it. So all the business logic and all the formulas will be built into the actual form in an actual production product. Then all Peter has to do is he signs. So Mr. Scorpentino's completed the signing. Now here's his proof. So he can upload or fax. So if he has a scanner or has an electronic copy, because he did a save as PDF, for example, of a document or a receipt, if he didn't have that, and let's say he's low tech and he's got a fax machine in the office, this would create a cover page and he could fax in the receipt, and it would in the back end through them attach it with the document in the next step. But we're going to say that he's got some basic capability here. He can print a file to PDF. So he uploads his file, Goes to his desktop. Oh, here it is. Okay, so he's going to, this is his Michigan state capital. This is a copy of a Google map that shows where he went, and he's done. So he filled out the form electronically, it calculated his mileage reimbursement, and he uploaded a proof document, and off it goes to the next party. Okay. Okay, so that document went off to Peter Scorpentino, and we showed you him completing it, and then it had to go to his next level supervisor. So just to show you something real quick on the DocuSign panel here, this overview is very handy because basically it shows the work that you have completed, the work that you're required to do, either signing a document or approving a document, and then waiting for others. So if you actually wanted to go, where is that expense report? You're trying to track it down or the status of it. When you click on this, you see all the documents that you've sent out for signature, and you can actually see the status. So you can see if there's a document that you're, waiting for, this one must be ready to go, or here I'm waiting for this particular person to sign this document. And then you can actually, if you need to accelerate this, you can send a reminder, which will send another email out with the link into it for them to do it. So you actually have a very nice control panel to see everything that you need to do and to push the contracts out the door to get them signed, and with dates and times and who the holdup is. So if there were multiple routes, you could see where it is in the review. So if I look at this, here's the routing, and the dates and everything like that. And I can correct the route, I can move it, and I can change it. Okay, so the document has been completed. So here I am as Peter Scorpentino. I got my hat back on, and I'm looking in my email, and my expense report has been completed. So basically I'm going to go look at my expense report and review the document. Okay, so here's my expense report, and it has all of my information in it, and had this been, again, an actual product and not a demo version, the calculated fields would have been functional. Notice the signatures are completed with the date and the times in them as well. And then here's the proof in the pudding. So any attachments that are attached to the document get embedded to the signed document and are at the end. So there's my trip that was done as well. And then again, as always, when I look at the combined PDF, here is the historical information and the proof document. So this is what what we're looking for. Here is a historical document with the date and times of everything that was signed, who it was signed by, the actual IP address of the person that it was signed. So you can see actually where it came from, and then who it was copied to. So everything is in here, legal, binding, that it was not tampered with in transmission, and the document was valid, and here's the whole signature route of it. So this is your certificate. This is what makes an electronic signature a binding electronic signature under HIPAA and federal law.